Hello friends, welcome to Abhi Tutorials. In this lesson, we will cover the topic on packages in Python. Let's get started. Before moving to learn about Python packages, let's rewind to one of our previously discussed chapter about modules. So what are modules? A Python module is nothing but a file with .py extension that contains Python code. So what are packages then? Packages are nothing but a group of related modules. In simple words, a package is nothing but a folder within the Python path that contain one or more Python files or modules. Packages can contain subfolders that will be considered as subpackages. So why do we need packages in Python? Packaging is an approach to structuring or grouping together of related modules. One major reason we use packages is for reusability of code. Consider the image here with a folder named folder 1 and two files, file 1.py and file 2.py. So the files here are modules and the folder 1 is a package, provided that the entire directory structure exists within the Python interpreter path. In older Python versions less than 3.3, if you need to call a folder as a package, then you have to create a file named _init_.py. Only then the folder will be considered as a package. In newer versions, it's not required to create this file. However, some external packages or projects still create this file to ensure backward compatibility. Open VS Code and let's create a new folder. I am creating it as lesson 17. Within lesson 17, I am creating a folder named pack1. Within pack1, I am creating a module named module1.py. Within the module 1, add a variable named greet and assign a string welcome to module 1 of pack1. Now let's use a very simple package we have created from a new Python file named ex1.py, which we are going to create within lesson 17 folder. To use the package you have created, you have to import it to your Python file ex1.py. Use the syntax from packagename.subpackname.modulename. Import the element name which you need to import it in your new Python file. That is as given here from pack1.module1 import star. Here we do not have a subpackage. If it's there, then we have to include the subpack name in between pack1 and module 1. Also, we are importing star from module 1, which means we are importing everything from module 1 to the scope of our ex1 program. Since we have imported everything to the current scope, we can access the elements of the pack1.module1 directly within this program. For example, we can access the variable greet of the pack1.module1 by simply typing the variable name as given here. Let's run this program. And as given here, the greet variable of the pack1.module1 is accessed directly. Let's create another package named pack2 within the lesson 17 folder. Also, let's create a new module named module2.py within pack2. Again, create a variable named greet, but this time it's inside module2.py and set its value as welcome to module 2 of pack2. Now go back to our ex1.py file. Add the import statement to import the module 2 from pack2 as highlighted. Run the program again. You will be able to see the greet variable of pack2.module2 is printed. So what happened to the greet variable of module 1? The greet variable of pack1.module1 is overwritten with the contents of pack2.module2. When the first import is encountered, the contents of pack1.module1 are dumped into the program scope, which includes the greet variable, and when the second import is encountered, the contents of pack2.module2 are dumped again into the program scope, which also includes the greet variable. We can verify this by adding a print of greet after the first import statement as given here. Run the program again. We will be able to see the content greet of both pack1 and pack2 being displayed here. Which means till the line where module 2 is imported, the greet variable of pack1.module1 is available. Once we import the pack2.module2, the greet of pack2.module2 will override the greet variable that is imported from the pack1.module1. So how to avoid this conflict? There are multiple ways to avoid such naming conflicts. One method is to avoid using stars or asterisks from the import statement and provide the name of the exact element you need to import along with an alias. For example, in line 1 and in line 2, we have replaced the star with the actual name of the variable along with an alias name G1 and G2 that is followed by an as keyword. Now you can print the values of the corresponding greets by their corresponding aliases G1 and G2 as displayed here. Run the program. You will be able to see the appropriate results printed in the console. Let's now see how to create and use a function within a package. Let's open the module 1.py. Create a simple function say hello and print hello from module 1. Now go to ex1.py file. To access the function from a package, you have to import it to your program by adding a comma followed by the function name you need to import as highlighted. Now you can call the function directly by using the function name followed by the parenthesis as given. Run the program again. You will be able to see the function being called successfully and the output being displayed. Instead of calling the function directly, we can also call it using its alias. As highlighted here, I have aliased the function name as sh1. Since the function is aliased, the original name is no longer valid, so I have commented out say hello. And let's use the alias name sh1 to call the function. I can run this program as usual and get the output as expected. Let's now create a new package named pack3 as a subpackage of pack2. That is, we are creating a subfolder within pack2 called pack3. Within pack3, we create a file or a module named module3.py. Within module3.py, we create a small function named add, which will print the sum of two numbers passed as its arguments. Let's also call the function within the module itself. Let's now go back to our ex1.py and import module3 from pack3. Since pack3 is a subpackage of pack2, we have to import it as from pack2.pack3.module3 import star. Let's run this program. You will be able to see the number 11, which was the sum of 5 and 6 that we added in module 3. It is executed even though we have not called the function in ex1.py. Such type of issues are common in packaging and we will see a method to avoid this issue. To overcome the issue with unwanted program execution from your package, you have to go to your package which is module3.py and add a new if statement which says if double underscore name double underscore is equal to double underscore main double underscore that is enclosed within double or single quotes. This statement means if you are running the current file as the main program passed to Python interpreter, then the statement within the if block will be executed. But if it is imported as a module to another program, then the statements within the if block will not fire. After the if block, put your function call that is add of 5, 6 within the if statement. So now if you run the module3.py directly, it will execute and give you the result. For example, from within the lesson 17, let's execute the command python space pack2 backslash pack3 backslash module3.py will give you the result 11. However, if you go back to ex1.py and run python space ex1.py, you will not get the 11 as you have received before. Let's now create one more module within pack1 and name it as module4.py. Let's create a new function called say hi, which will print hi from module 4. Let's go back to ex1.py and import the module 4 to our program. This time we will use a different syntax to import the module 4, which is import pack1.module4. If we perform import using this syntax, then the way to call the methods objects is by using full package and module name as given here. Let's run this program and we will get the expected result as given. We can also alias the module name as we did to the previous imports. We have aliased pack1.module4 as M4. Let's also comment the line 12 as it is not valid anymore. And we simply call the module's function say hi using the alias M4 as highlighted. Let's run the program again and we will get the same result as before. That ends our video on packages in Python, and thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for more videos.